Welcome to my latest video diary. I've had the absolute pleasure of spending a little bit of time this morning in our labs talking to some of our amazing biomedical scientists on the week that is Biomedical Scientist Day on Thursday. We have approximately 150 biomedical scientists across 6 disciplines, and in a second you'll get an opportunity to see some of the conversations I've had with a whole range of colleagues. So firstly talking to Sam, then to Cheryl, Ricardo, and finally Addie. Thank you very much for watching this, and I hope that this broadens your understanding of some of the fantastic work and support that our biomedical scientists provide for all of our patients and all of our colleagues. So I'm here now with Sam, one of our fantastic phlebotomists.
Thank you.
So how long have you been here, Sam?
In this role as a phlebotomist, 10 years.
Wow. And talk me through some of the key things you do every day.
I normally go on the wards every morning, so we'd come in, get our trolleys ready, get what wards we normally. I like to take the same wards every day.
Yeah.
Because I get to know my patients, they get to know me, so I do like to take the same ones. Occasionally in outpatients, we do travel around surgeries. We do Hearts and Essex Hospital, St Margaret's, and all the surrounding surgeries.
How many of you are there? How many colleagues have you got?
35.
Wow.
35 of us. We're normally, an average day, we bleed between 1,400 patients throughout. Over 250 on the wards.
Yeah.
35 a day children, because we have a children's clinic every day. 200 to 300 Epping, Stortford, and then the rest throughout all the surgeries. So we do cover a big area.
Fabulous.
And do lots.
And then tell me about the process after you've bled the patient. What happens to all the blood?
When the girls that do the wards come down, we come down, scan all of our work through, and distribute each, like haematology, chemistry. We spin these and then we take them into the correct departments for them all to be tested.
So thank you for your time today. Thank you for everything you do.
Thank you.
And thank you for going the extra mile and supporting all of our patients.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure speaking to you.
Thank you.
So I'm now here with Cheryl, one of our biomedical scientists in biochemistry. So how long have you worked here?
So I've worked at this hospital for almost 6 years.
Fantastic. Talk me through your average day.
So on an average day, we would obviously come in, we'll set up the analyzers. This involves like running QCs, making sure the assays are okay to perform run patient samples, and then we'll just spend the day running patient samples.
Fantastic. And tell me about the complete range of samples that you run or tests that you run.
So biochemistry is pretty much split into 3 sections. So you have the automated lab.
Mm-hmm.
This is where most of the routine work is done. So your renal profile, your liver function, just your pronins. We also have the manual section. That's where we run things like your HbA1cs and your protein electrophoresis. And then we have the referral section for tests that we don't run in-house, so we refer them to labs.
Fantastic. Well, thank you, Cheryl. Thank you for everything you do, and good luck with the rest of your studies and your masters. Thank you.
Thanks.
So now I've got the pleasure of speaking to Ricardo, who's our lab manager in microbiology. Welcome.
Thank you.
So can you just talk me through how you become a biomedical scientist?
Well, to become a biomedical scientist, first you need to do your degree. Preferably in biomedical scientists. If you do any other degree in science, there are transferable degrees, things you can do, like academic courses in order to become a trainee.
Sure.
Once you become a trainee, you then have a minimum of a year to do a training course, which you do in the lab, which allows you to become a trained biomedical scientist once you pass that final exam. Once you've done that, you can then want to move up and become a specialist. Normally you start your specialist after 2 years of being a biomedical scientist. Then you specialise, which takes between 1 and 2 years to do, which ends in a viva. That then qualifies you to become a specialist biomedical scientist. Then you have to do a master's to become a senior biomedical scientist, which you normally do between 2 to 5 years after doing a specialist.
Okay.
And eventually you move up to become management. That's how the career path of a biomedical scientist is.
Blimey, complex,
Yes.
but hugely rewarding. And do you know how many specimens or how many growths and cultures you develop in micro every year?
In terms of cultures, it could be thousands. We process approximately 1,000 samples every day. And that's just in microbiology alone. So across pathology, it'll be tens of thousands. I don't know if you've ever been to your doctor and they've always sent you to have your blood, your urine, even after having an operation, and they take off tissue. All of those come to microbiology or pathology at large, in which we then use to diagnose what is actually wrong with you. And then from that, we also go on to do the antibiotic testing as well. So we were able to give the doctor results, tell them what's wrong with you, also give them a recommendation of what treatments would work. So therefore, the outcome of the patient is the best that you could give them.
Absolutely. Really, really core part of diagnosing
Yes.
patients across a whole range of different conditions.
It is. There's no tissue or sample or fluid that we do not process.
So really warm welcome here to Addie, who is our lead in biochemistry. So Addie, talk me through the size and scale of your department.
My department is biochemistry, and that's include the automation of the manual laboratory. We do part of immunology testing as well.
And you were telling me of the enormous numbers of samples that and
Yes.
specimens that you test every year.
Yes, we do a lot on a scale of about 3,500 samples a day. So in a year, we turn around about 1.2 million samples from biochemistry alone.
Wow.
So, for example, the HbA1c, we do about 600 samples a day of HbA1c. This is to diagnose the diabetics and to monitor the diabetes. So, which is really good. We do that from here. Yeah.
Fabulous. Thank you. And constrained space in the lab, which I saw earlier.
Yeah. Yeah. Space is the issue here, but we're managing that very well, effectively.
All of our disciplines are regulated by an organisation called UCAS. Can
Yes.
you just quickly talk me through what they do and then how we're regulated?
Okay. UCAS is an accreditation service for United Kingdom, and they do this to every department, the blood science, that includes the hematology, biochemistry, and the blood transfusion, the microbiology, the cellular pathology. These people, they organize the regulatory activity of this department. They come once in a year to do a surveillance visit to the department to see what we are doing and how we conform with the national standard, which is ISO 1589. And recently, they moved the standard to ISO 1589 2022. So which there will be a gap. We're doing a gap analysis on that so that we see the difference between the standard previous and now standard and to match up with the standard. So at the moment, blood science is accredited, and we're expecting them this week again for the surveillance visits. They will stay 2-3 days with us
Okay.
in the blood science.
Fabulous. So let's keep fingers crossed. Not that we need to keep fingers crossed because
Yes.
the team are amazing, but let's
Yeah.
hope the UCAS visit goes really well this week.
Yeah.
Fabulous. Thank you, Addie. Thank you for your time and thank you for everything that you do.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for watching, and hopefully that just gave you a little bit of insight into the complexity of all of the roles that our biomedical scientists undertake to support all of our patients and our colleagues. And thank you very much to all of those who've just been in front of the camera. A couple of other quick updates and announcements from me. So just a reminder to everybody of This Is Us Week, a fantastic week of enjoyment, celebration, fun, recognition, and thanks to all of our colleagues. That's a week beginning Monday, the 26th of June, running for the whole week, 5 days, each day themed and aligned to one of our 5 Ps. And a reminder to everybody that we're celebrating Pride Month. It's the month of June. Lots of information available on the AlexNet about how you can get involved. Lots of opportunities to understand more about the Rainbow Badge and pledge to wear that. So have a look at AlexNet, get involved, and let's celebrate Pride. Thank you.